Morning, everybody. Brooklyn Owl. I'm in the woods. I'm in one of the designated parking areas, and I'm contemplating whether I should go in or not, because you saw me scratching. If you saw my video from yesterday, I was scratching like a dog with fleas, man. I tell you, I got mosquito bites on my hands and behind my elbows. Everywhere I didn't spray the off, that's where they got me. On both arms. Not this hand though, but this hand, you see it's swollen over here. That's why you saw me scratching all the time. Friggin' mosquitoes. I can't stand these bugs up here. That's one thing about Brooklyn, you know. There are not that many mosquitoes. They're there, but not like here in the woods. It's crazy. No, it's not crazy. That's the way it should be. Because I walked way north near a swamp. I saw a big pond. I heard froggies. And it was a big pond with a swamp, you know? And what can I say? That's it. A lot of mosquito. That's why I put on a long sleeve shirt today, you know? I don't know what else to say. If I decide to go into the woods, I'll give you a call. Okay, man? Okay. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Al is finally back in the woods. Like I said, I was contemplating whether to come in or not, and at the last minute I decided to come in. I think I'll walk east from here and then turn around and come west. See this tree here, this tree, big tree trunk, humongous tree trunk. It's probably why don't it focus right? See, it's not focusing. And it runs down, and it fell. The forks of it fell in between that tree. That may have been from the storm we had about a month and a half ago. Because the leaves are just starting to shrivel. Why is this screen blurry? I have it on the right settings. It looks blurry for some reason. Oh, I'm going into Stump Village. Not Trump Village, but Stump Village. There's a Trump Village in Brooklyn, you know? But this is Stump Village. All these stumps. I gotta fix this. I don't know why. It looks a little clearer now. Yeah, this is Stump Village. I called it Stump Village after Trump Village in Brooklyn. There's a area in Cropsey, I believe the area is called. My cousin used to have an apartment there, a co-op in Trump Village. You know, excuse me, I don't like talking politics, but in a way I do, but I don't on this camera, because the fake news channels like CNN and NBC, MSNBC, they're always putting that poor guy down, you know? they won't let up on this Russian thing, even though Democrats said they found no evidence of him and collusion with the Russians. They won't stop. They won't leave that poor guy alone to do his work. And if any of you are liberals out there, I'm sorry that you are. Alright, I'm real close to the road. And this is where I found a lot of stuff. Close to the road, but I don't see any of that stuff I found. What the hell's going on? I found a bunch of leaners down here. And basically that was it. Leaners and hangers and stuff like that. What's this? Let's look at this. It's a big tree branch. And it's a fork up there. See, I don't know if you could tell on the camera. And it's in between this little sapling. And it did not grow here. You know, you see it moving? See that? Oh, it's raining. It's raining, it's pouring, the old man is snoring. Here's more stumps. That's why I call this Stump Village. But where are the trees from these stumps? You know, look at this. This was not a big maple, I believe a maple, but oh, that might be the piece there. Okay, I see it. That's the piece that broke off of this tree. It fell towards the road. See the road? The white line going through? That's the road. Alright. I'm going to do this in pieces, because when I upload it in pieces, short pieces, it's much faster than uploading it until it times out of record. You know? Get this humongous part of a tree. Might have been a triad or who knows what. And it it broke off, and look how far it runs down. It's got to be at least 65, 70 feet long, you know? It's crazy, man. No, it's not crazy. It's normal. It's nature doing what it's supposed to do. And here is another one of those big tree trunks. Where it fell off, I don't know, because I don't see from this part of this tree here, I don't see where it fell off. Let me go around. No, this is just a fork of a tree. And that one's a single tree. But where did this big monster come from? I have no idea. It's huge. It really is. It must weigh thousands of pounds. But I can't figure out where it came from. It didn't come from these two trees, like I said. Look, see? No broken parts from it. I'll come around again to show you. It's just a plain forked tree. Crazy. Alright. This is Japanese Maple Village. All the Japanese maples taking over the American maple forest. You see them? They're everywhere. Everywhere. And more tree stumps in Stump Village. More tree stumps. Where are the trees? These are big stumps, but where are the trees? They haven't decayed. You know? I'll get back to you. This is something I want to show you. It's part of a tree, or that's the tree, the root ball, and it's on top of a stump. You know, I've seen this before with these trees or big tree branches on stumps. It's gotta mean something to them, you know. And I'm asking if there are any analyzers out there to watch closely, because I don't have the time to analyze my videos or anybody else's videos for that matter. That's all I used to do, was analyze videos. But I don't have the time anymore. I can't even catch up with the subscribed video channels I have. Yeah, here's Stump Village. More and more tree trunks broken at the bottom. You don't see, they're not cut by a chainsaw, and they're not chopped with an axe. I don't see any cut marks into them. You see this? This may have been cut by a saw, this tree here. I'm not sure, because they're pretty straight cuts. Not broken like this one is over here. This is a tree stump that was broken. No chainsaw and no axe. You don't see any cuts into it. Okay, I'll get back to you. This is a big tree branch, I guess, that's in between a little fork, and it's hanging in there, and it's going down, and it's a triad at the base. You see, a triad. That's what that is. Here's another leaner that's pretty big, and look at it, it goes right up into the fork of that tree, and it's pretty big. You can see, where are you? You can see how it goes out. You see that? From down here to all the way up there. Whoa! I almost walked into a fork and would have tripped if I kept going. And I've told you that the old trees, they turn into soil. See? It's turning into soil. That's what it's doing. Mulch, whatever you call it. See this dark spot? I took the leaves off it, but it looks like a right foot. You can see the toes, and going back to the heel right here, and the toes up here. You can see the toes, and it looks like the 16-inch footprint that I see up here. I could feel it's lower in the heel, higher in the mid-tarsal break, and then you can see the toes right here. You see? You say tomato and I say tomato. You say potato and I say potato. Tomato, tomato, potato, potato. Let's call the whole thing off. I'd go into it more, but my voice ain't that great. I screwed up yesterday, and I said, let's get the whole thing off. It's let's call the whole thing off. You know, they were supposed to get married, Fred and Ginger, or divorced. I don't know. And they're singing to call it off. Okay. Look around. Give you a peek. Here's the ridge going up. It's kind of late today, you know. That's why I'm not going up the ridge. But I've never been in this part of the woods. That was my original research area. What is this, an X? Look at this. That little tree is in the way. I'll show you. It's a friggin' X. Look at that. You see it? You see that X? But then them leaves are in the way. Come on, focus better, shithead. Not me, the camera. It's definitely an X. Yeah, see this big tree? This is a tree. And it's going up into the fork of that tree. You see that? You see this big tree? Going up in, and it's a fork inside a fork. A fork and fork. You know? I don't know why my camera's not focusing correctly. It doesn't look sharp the way it should be. I mean, it's high definition 1080. I can't figure it. You see this big tree here? It runs all the way up there. But it broke off of that tree. It must have been a fork or triad. The biggest part broke off. Looks like from disease, whatever you call it, age, I don't know. And there's stuff up there. Where are you, stuff? Up there. There's trees hanging upside down in the fork. And other stuff, leaners. Like I said, I've never been in this part of the woods. You know, I usually go down further. Do you see the Bigfoot Hunter, Mr. Robert Dodson? Dodson. He said he came out of his place that he lives in, and that guy he caught in the leaves, he said he swears it was the same one. He could tell. I like Mr. Dodson. I've been watching him for over 4 years when he had caught that Bigfoot popping up and down like a friggin' jack-in-the-box, you know? Every time he put the light on him, it would go down. And then it'd come up and then down, up and down, just like a jack-in-the-box. Alright, later. I don't know what happened, but I was talking about over there, they're parallel leaners on the ground. And it's raining again. And up there, the ridge goes higher, like at a 45-degree angle. It's not that high. Well, it's about 30 degrees here, but then it goes even higher. It levels off and goes higher. But I've never been here before, so I'm just realizing this now, noticing it. There's a lot of big trees there. You see them? Those big trees leaning up against inside the fork of a tree. Oh, come on, I can't see it good. I'm gonna have to go closer, and I don't want to walk all this way. Look at this, look at this. See that? Tell me that's not a footprint. Look at this. The same 16-inch footprint that I find, and I didn't even clear it yet. The same 16-incher. What do we got here? Look at these. Wow. This is a hanger, and it's bent. It is actually bent. And look at all these leaners on top of it. You see them? There's a root ball of a tree. And other pieces, other trees, full-grown trees. And thick branches. They're all in this. It's crazy. They're all here. Look at that. That's crazy. Wow. And there's no big old trees here. Look at that. That's the oldest tree here. And it's a pretty young maple. I believe it's a maple. That's something, man. I tell you. The way it's bent in between that fork and going next to that tree there with all these big leaners, trees and big tree branches, thick tree branches. Now that is nice. Do you know what I mean? I see stuff, but I can't stay here all damn day because I know it's going to start pouring real soon. So I'm going to head back east. I mean, yeah, west. I'm heading back west. Right there looks like another footprint. But I'm not going to take the leaves off it. It looks like the same 16. Well, maybe I will. There it is with leaves. Let me take this stuff off. There it is with the leaves off. And it looks like the left foot. What the hell am I looking at? Oh, that's the stuff I pulled off it. You know? Possibly it's a left footprint. Because I know they're up this ridge up here. I screwed it up. Tell you the truth, I'm the one who screwed it up. I'm just going to tell you what the story was. After the times I heard the 2 knocks on 2 different occasions and went up and heard the human type whistles like a jerk. If anybody ever heard of the 1812 Overture by Tchaikovsky, I played that thing really loud, cranked it up all the way, and I screwed up because at the end they have the narrator explaining the cannon fire. They were Napoleon cannons. That's what they used at West Point to try to get the correct sound of the cannon fire at the end of the what do you call it, the music. And I might have scared the shit out of them, you know. And I think that's why I haven't heard any knocks or whistles since then. They must think that it was real gunfire. Oh boy. It keeps raining and stopping, raining and stopping. I'm gonna get out of here. My feet are hurting. I have my boots on instead of my sneakers. And it hurts to walk in them on these angles, you know. There's a big old tree that came out of that hole there. Alright, let me shut you off, Mr. Camera. You see this? This is a hanger going up into this little skinny tree. See, why is it not a focus? I don't know. Well, anyway, it's a fork, and the top of it's an even bigger fork. And there's no trees around this tree. Oh wow, look at this. Yeah, here's, I didn't even see this, it was right to my right. There's a big branch. And look at this. This is crazy. How did this happen? Somebody explain to me, how did this happen? It's inside a fork. Like somebody put that there and shoved the fork in it to make it stay there. You understand? I don't understand. Maybe Christopher Noel does. But he doesn't watch my videos, sorry to say. I wish he would look at them and tell me, Al, it's only bullshit. Something, you know. So I watch his videos always, because he just concentrates on structures. And as a matter of fact, he's got this theory about electric substations. For some reason, they like to hang around electric substations. I don't know why. Maybe they execute other Bigfoot, you know. Have it and say, here, touch this wire, then touch this wire. And they fry the other Bigfoot they want to get rid of. But they don't leave them there. They take them, carry them out, and bury them somewhere. You know what I mean? Alright, the road is right there, about 40 yards away. So I'm getting out of here because the rains come and go, come and go. I hate that. Oh, I came through here. This is Stump Village. I showed you Stump Village with all the stumps everywhere, but no trees from whence they came. And like I said, they could be so old that they decayed to soil, you know, because that's what happens when a tree goes down, especially in this area, because so much rain falls in this area. Oh, this tree looks like it's ready to fall, the top of it. See, one piece already fell. One piece already fell. And this thing is leaning, and I could see right through it. I could see light through it. So, I better be careful. Oh no, but it's hanging way up there. There's a fork of it hanging against this tree right in front of me. You see? This tree? It's hanging right in front of me. All the way up there. So it won't fall. That's good. That's a good thing. That's what Martha Lewis used to say. That's a good thing. My girl Martha. She was hot, boy. I tell you, she used to be a model. back in the old days, probably the 50s or early 60s, I don't know. But she used to be a model, a hot one too. She used to model in thongs back then. Thongs and those small bras. And she's got a nice rack there, I'm telling you. My girl, Martha. I used to like her. I like her eyes. That's what I like about Martha, is her eyes. You know, she's got smiling eyes. My girl, Martha Stewart. Martha, if you're watching this video, I love you, babe. I love you. I loves all women's, as a matter of fact. I loves all the women's. Yeah. I go crazy when I see a pretty woman with a nice shape. I don't want to go any further or else people call me a bigot or something. Alright, I'm going to shut this off till I get to the car. I just had to show this. You see? There's no cut marks from axes. It's a big stump, and it's pretty big. It's about 4 feet tall. No cut marks, but where's the tree? It's still here. Where's the tree that fell off of here? You got me, man. You got me. Yo no sabo nada. Yo no sabo nada. That means I don't know nothing. Okay, let me get to my car.